I'm Bill S. Preston Esquire. He's Ted Theodore Logan. And we are Wild Stallions. Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, February 1st, in the year of our Lord 2014. How are all you doing out there? I am doing excellent, as always. Excellent. It is indeed Cinema Saturday, and we, of course, are featuring Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Dude, sweet! Alright, well, today's unofficial sponsor of our show is our good friends right down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. And we're talking about Big Johnson Liquor and Beer. And folks, I picked up some beer over at Big Johnson Liquor and Beer. And yes, we got 9 songs that we're featuring that were on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is one of them. A real bell ringer. And one of the beers I picked up at Big Johnson is Sea Dog Wild Blueberry Wheat Ale. 4.7% of absolute awesomeness. Slightly below average in strength. This stuff is out of Portland, Maine, otherwise known as Southern Quebec, eh? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada indeed. Proper beer opening apparatus, proper technique. 45-degree angle rating of the beer consumption apparatus right over the keyboard comes that damn good. Haven't spilled a drop yet, never will. Oh, Jordan Tyler, my little friend that's at Bible camp. He only wishes he could have some of this right now. I know you do, buddy. I know. Cheers a beer to all of you pros, they say in Germany, goodbye as they say in Japan. Oh, baby, oh, A+ all the way. Dude, that's sweet. And I know my good friend from Maine, Joe Ogden, a badass spark-chasing legend of a man I worked with in jolly old England. I know how much you love Sea Dog Wild Blueberry Wheat Ale as well, my friend. So cheers and beers to you. Alright, we got a ton of birthdays to get to. My good friend Kelly Graves, the first ever real Babe of the Day on Beer and Song of the Day. First ever real person, in other words, non-celebrity, that has ever been featured as a babe or hunk of the day on our show. December 25th, 2012. You, the fans, voted for her for Christmas. Made it happen. And Kelly Graves, happy birthday to you, my friend. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope it's been a most excellent day. And hope you have a wicked awesome day, dudette. Celebrate well and enjoy, my friend. Cheers and beers to you. And a shout out to your wonderful lesser half, Josh, who I know is spoiling the hell out of you right now. He better be. Next on the list, my good friend Joe Baranca, the wonderful, beautiful, better half of my man Tony the Tip Baranca. I know them from jolly old England, and they're living in Florida, the land of the old people, although they're way too young to be living in Florida. Jill and Tony, great seeing the two of you back on April 13, 2012, hanging out for the wedding of Christina Pope and her wonderful lesser half, Chuck Pope Jr. Well, Jill, I see you and your man and your little man are having a wonderful, wonderful birthday dinner. And Jill, hope it's been an awesome day. Happy birthday. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, my man, Will Hoynacki. Will, if I am not mistaken, you're a badass coop dog. Am I correct on that? I know you just moved down here to Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma, not all that long ago. Great working with you. Great young man, D. I'm wicked tired, but that's okay. Because it's a most excellent day. And Will, brother, hope you party hard and enjoy, celebrate like it's 1969 minus the acid. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, my good friend Alex Rucker. Alex is an awesome man. Mafia Wars, Strays Fight United, always talking to him. We're always helping each other out every day. We're in the same Mafia Wars family. Like I said, Strays Fight United, the best damn Mafia Wars family on the old Facebook, no question about it. And Alex, happy birthday to you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope it's been an excellent day. Celebrate well and enjoy, dude. Cheers and beers. Next on the list, my man Dave McGillick, a great leader of men, women, and kids that I work with down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as West Louisiana. And like me, he's the pride of Massachusetts, Bedford, Massachusetts, not New Bedford, old Bedford, old school, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And Dave, I know our Patriots aren't in the Super Bowl, but that's okay, man, because you know what? The Bruins will be in the hockey playoffs. Baseball season's right around the corner. Red Sox, the defending World Series champion, Boston Red Sox, I might add. Boston Celtics, though they're not very good this year. Remember this, they got more titles than anybody else, including the Fakers. Well, Dave, happy birthday, my friend. Have a wicked, awesome, and most excellent day. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, she's celebrating a milestone birthday. The lovely, amazing, beautiful Allison Shook. Allison is a fine, outstanding graduate of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1992 with my brother. And Allison, my friend, always great hearing from you. And I hope your milestone birthday's been a most excellent one. And hope you celebrated it well. Hope you're still celebrating it well. Party hard and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you, Allison. Hope you enjoy the show. I gotta keep it down a little bit tonight. Mama's sleeping. Next on the list, although he's not on the Facebook, or if he is, he hadn't added me as a friend, my man Wally Tompkins, who I've known since 1982. Wally Tompkins, like me, fine, outstanding graduate of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1991, the best damn graduating class in the history of mankind, womankind, and it kind. And Wally, I hope the show gets to you, and I hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in like 2 decades. Love to hear from you, bro. And Wally Tompkins, cheers and beers to you, my man. And then we got my man Dylan Jarvis, a comical nav wizard, badass mofo I work with down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Northern Mexico. What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're partying it up right now. You better be. Get it wild, man. Yeah. Make it sweet. Dude, sweet. Party on, dude. Cheers and beers to you, Dylan. Hope you enjoy the show. All right. And next on the list, my man, Manny Salce. That's right. A badass spark chasing legend of a man I worked with in exotic Japan. Manny, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Happy birthday to you. Always a pleasure hearing from you. Wow, I gotta wake the hell up. It's a long day today, but it's all good. Manny, my man, great going on those vacations with you, like the Philippines and stuff like that. Philippines, Thailand, you know? Come on. Good places. Great places to vacation, eh? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada indeed. I'd love to go there too, you know. I've been to Canada. It's a great place. Well, Manny, cheers and beers to you, brother. Hope you enjoyed the show. Alright. And now we got Papa Fritas. Papa Fritas of the Mafia Wars. Happy birthday to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Great having you in the crew. Haven't heard from you in a while, but drop me a line. And hope you enjoy the show and hope you have a wicked awesome day, Papa Fritas. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Alright. I got some more shout outs coming in a moment, but at first I want to give our trivia question shout out winner some shout outs. And folks, we only had time to post up one trivia question. And it was a pretty easy one. In fact, it was so easy, my friend Matt Malosh said, too easy. I'm gonna leave it for someone else. That's what he said. Well, there you go, Matt. That's cool. Sharing is caring. And Paul Vigna pretty much said the same thing. Man, that was too easy. Well, hey, we did have a couple friends of ours that answered it at about the same time. I don't even know who answered it first because I was busy and I was away from the computer. Well, what was the time machine used in the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? And, of course, Mike Taylor, the pride of St. Louis, Missouri, as they like to call it there. Well, you're from St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I know you're a Cardinals fan. And then, of course, the lovely, gorgeous Michelle Nix, former Babe of the Day on Beer and Song of the Day, living in Washington, otherwise known as Southern Vancouver, British Columbia. Michelle and Mike both said, a phone booth. Well, of course it was a phone booth. In fact, the phone booth time machine in the film was given away as a contest prize in Nintendo Power magazine, as the magazine was promoting a then new Bill and Ted game for the Nintendo. Isn't that cool? Remember Nintendo Power magazine? I know I do. Well, hey, Mike Taylor, big love, Dr. Salute to you. Michelle Nix, big love, Dr. Salute to you as well. And a couple bell rings. And a couple swigs of beer. Yup, we got a problem. Better fill her up and let's get some more music cracking, shall we? In Time by Robbie Robb. As we bust out a beer that's never been featured on Beer and Song of the Day, I've never even drank this beer before. It's the first time I've been able to get my hands on it. And it's ironic because my man Bobby Cosme, the pride of San Diego, California, and a wicked hardcore San Diego Superchargers fan. I'm sorry, brother. I like the Chargers. But that is the lamest freaking team song ever. San Diego Superchargers. Ugh. Makes me want to gag myself with a wooden cooking spoon. And stab my ears out with ice, and my eardrums out with ice picks. Oh. The horrible song for a team that deserves better. Alright, folks, well, it's from among the greenest breweries in the world. And Bobby, you know that logo. Stone Brewing Company. Escondido, California, the land of fruits and nuts, otherwise known as Southern Oregon. Stone Levitation Ale, 4.4%. Definitely below average in strength. Let's hope it's not below average in taste. Ugh. Probably opening apparatus pop technique. Ooh, and a good pop. I know my man Big McLarge Huge likes a good pop, my male admin of the show. 45 degree angle right into the big suction apparatus right over the keyboard. Some that damn good. Haven't spilled drop yet. Never have, never will. 2007 gold medal winner, the Great American Beer Festival. That's good. We'll see how it is. See how good of an ale it is. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost is in Germany. Kapai is in Japan. You know, I'm not all that big on it, to be honest with you. There's a kind of a funky taste to it. That's too bad because it's such a cool logo. I mean, it's a above average beer. And when I say an average beer is like, you know, I don't know. Because Budweiser is below average, let's be honest. This aftertaste ain't very good. I don't know. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give it a C-. This is not really. I'm sorry, Bobby. This is disappointing to me. Levitation Ale. If it's got anything to do with floaters, in that sense, ugh. Because it's almost a shit beer. But it's not. Below average. C-. Not my mug of beer. But it's drinkable. It's definitely drinkable. I can drink it, but just, nah. Not my thing. Alright. Let's give some shout outs to my good friends Bill and his better half Jennifer Lenches. Bill and Jen, what a great couple. You know, it seems like yesterday that I performed the wedding ceremony on 12/12/12 at 12/12/12 at the 12th Army Division Museum down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Eastern New Mexico. Squeeze me. Well, it's an honor, because that place will be a venue once again pretty soon. As I give a shout out to my lovely buddy, Brandon Vespa, who I haven't seen since last year. And Brandon, great seeing you, brother. And I can't wait to see your lovely, gorgeous, wicked, awesome, better half, Jen Shamfelter. 5 more days, baby. I can't wait. Brandon and Jen, because the two of you, it's going to be great to see you soon. And Bill and Jen Lenches, I'm giving you, the two of you, a Love Doctor salute. Because there's something special planned very soon. Thanks to the two of you, and Brandon and Jen, the two of you, soon enough, I have a hunch we'll be united as one. Yeah, baby. I will drink to that. Hey, tell Emma Montgomery to get back on the old Facebook, eh? Alright. So there you go. I am stuffed because, see, Delilah and I had Joe's Pizza tonight. And if anybody knows about Joe's Pizza down here in Yeehaw, Texas, it's like a whole other country. Good. Then go be your own damn country. And legally, they can. Hey, 2 heads are better than 1. Power tool. I just like the name of that. Something about 2 heads and tool. Interesting. Well, I think it's time we mention the celebrity birthdays real quick. Lisa Marie Presley, 46 years old today. We've got 3 people that would be, well, 2 that would be 49. 2 that are 49 today. The other one would be 49 today. And I want to honor the late, great Brandon Lee, the son of one Bruce Lee. That guy was hilarious, a badass mofo, lethal weapon, karate man. Brandon Lee tragically died at the age of 27. Born this day in 1965. And boy, oh boy, do I miss him. I really do. Brandon Lee was freaking méchant génial, French for wicked awesome. Last movie was The Crow. What a movie that was. And then, of course, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, 49, and definitely fine in her day. And as is Sherilyn Fenn. Sherilyn Fenn, and I just recently got a request to have her as Babe of the Day on Beer and Song of the Day. I think that's going to happen soon. Call me crazy, call it a hunch, but I can see it happening. I'm all about you, the fans out there, folks. Alright. The late, great Clark Gable with that famous line, Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. That's right. Clark Gable, born this day in 1901, passed away in 1960. Rick James, bitch, born this day in 1948, passed away much too young in 2004. Pauly Shore. It's ironic that today's his birthday, because there was a possibility of him being in this movie. Don't know how that would have gone over. But Pauly Shore is 46 years old today, like Lisa Marie Presley. Langston Hughes, amazing Harlem Renaissance African-American writer, poet. Born this day in 1902, passed away in 1967. Sherman Hemsley. Oh yeah, the famous George Jefferson of the Jeffersons. And we loved him as Deacon Fry on Amen, the TV show Amen. That was a great show. Sherman Hemsley, born this day in 1938, sadly did pass away in 2012 at the age of 74. And man, that was a funny man. Of course, Don Everly. Now we know Phil Everly just passed away recently, but his older brother Don, 77 years old today. Excellent. As is 77 years old today, Garrett Morris, African-American actor Garrett Morris. And today is Black History Month. Remember that. February, Black History Month. African-American History Month. I say Black History Month because, you know, you've got Africans that aren't American. So call it Black History Month. It's okay. It's all good. I think we should celebrate Black history every day. And all other races should be celebrated every day. And there's your Love Doctor lesson for the day. Remember that. Here you are all. Excellent. All right. And then, of course, there is the late, great Soviet premier Boris Yeltsin. Born this day in 1931, passed away in 2007 at the age of 76. Last year he passed away at the age of 104. Remember George Beverly Shea, phenomenal singer with Billy Graham, Reverend Billy Graham, and George Beverly Shea. George Shea would be 105 today. George Beverly Shea. Happy birthday. He lived a good long life. All right. Sonny Landreth. White blues singer, phenomenal blues singer, guitarist, great man. 63 years old. Bill Mumy, child actor. He's in a few episodes of Twilight Zone, and he was also in Lost in Space. Bill Mumy, 60 years old today, yet he's been acting for like 55 years. Pretty impressive. And let's not forget late, great, phenomenal director John Ford. Some sources say 1895, others say 1894 that he was born, passed away in 1973. And I think it's time for some more excellent music. The Boys and the Girls Are Doing It by Vital Signs. And you know, I like the fact that they're doing it. And now I'm having electronic device malfunctions, of course. That's not excellent. Yeah, dude, that's a sweet. Alright. I'll tell you what I think sweet. Not this beer. Sorry, Bobby Cosme. And I like a lot of Stone Brewing Company beers. This one is not one of them that I like. What's funny though is a lot of people think Arrogant Bastard Ale is disgusting. I like it. I like it a lot. Nothing but barley, hops, water, and yeast. This is a good point for being 4.4%. There is a lot of flavor in it. It's just not a lot of the flavor that I like. But others might like this one. I'm not an IPA guy. I'm not a big ale guy for that matter. I like stouts, porters, and fruit beers. Alright. In the film, Bill and Ted claim that they need Edward Van Halen in their band to make it better. After the film was released, he jokingly said he would have joined their band if they had asked. Damn. In the original script, the Time Machine, believe it or not, was a 1969 Chevy van. But the filmmakers thought that it would be a ripoff of Back to the Future. Funny, when I think 1969 Chevy van, I can't help but think of Scooby-Doo. I don't think it was a Chevy van, but it may have been. But that cartoon came out in 1969. Either way, they changed it to a phone booth, apparently unconcerned that Doctor Who uses a police telephone box as its time machine. Also, when they used the van, Bill and Ted picked up more historical figures than they did in the final film. Huh. Interesting. On the cover of the British VHS re-release of the film, in 1997, there was a picture of Bill and Ted wearing tuxedos, linking arm with the Princess Babes. Ooh. This is clearly from a deleted high school prom scene, which would have appeared near the end of the film. Bummer, dude. So many great things hit the cutting room floor, you know? When Napoleon finishes his water slide presentation at the end of the movie, Ted looks up and says, "I don't think it's going to work." If you look closely at the maps, you can see that Napoleon is actually diagramming the French invasion of Russia, Napoleon's most disastrous defeat. Excellent. How about some more music? Oh, Play With Me by Extreme. I freaking love this song. Excellent! Good soundtrack. Hot Babe, Diane Franklin. And of course, you know our hunks are going to be Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan. That's right, Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. We wouldn't have it any other way now. And Diane Franklin and our other Princess Babe. Yeah, Righteous. Look at her. Is she fine or what? Good God. So sexy. Billy the Kid and Socrates. I know Socrates, but in the movie it was Socrates, dude. There's Alex Winter. There's a young Keanu Reeves with all that hair. Pretty wild, huh? Totally tubular, man. More babes. There were a lot of hot babes in this movie. Why the arrow's pointing to her, I don't know. I don't care. The movie came out in 1989, although it was actually filmed in 1987. Took a while before it got released. It almost never did. During the report at the end, Bill mentions that he has an Oedipus complex. This is a term first used by Freud to describe a child's desire to possess the parent of the opposite sex. This is a reference to Bill's confused sexual desire over his new stepmom, Missy. Interesting. Remember phone booths? They don't exist much anymore. What? They did back then. Listen to that. That's some serious shredding right there, dude. I love this movie, and I haven't seen it in so long. I think I'm going to watch it tonight. Yummy. Bill and Ted began as a stand-up act in which the characters would discuss current events without knowing what they were talking about. Originally, there was a third character named Bob, but the comedian who played him lost interest after a few performances. Well, Bob. What Dr. Bob? Bob lost out. Bob's loss. I guess he was too busy bobbing the knob. Dude, sweet. And look at the guy in the middle. That's right. My idol, George Carlin. How cool is that? Wicked cool, dude. Hell yeah. Walk Away by Brooklyn. Here y'all go. Mm-hmm. There you are. There's your hunks. For some reason, Alex Winter didn't have a very solid career. Keanu Reeves sure did, though. Speed, Matrix. Well, there you go. There they are with the tuxedos. Now, the mall scene was filmed at the Metro Center Mall in Phoenix, Arizona in 1987. Some of the extras in the scene were kids from a local high school, Cortez, while they were there on their lunch break. Yummy. Look at that smile on her, will you? Diane Franklin's so hot. Oh, I have nudies of her. If you want them, just hit me up. In the book The Producers, Profiles in Frustration, producer Scott Kroop recalled pitching the idea of Bill and Ted to Dino De Laurentiis. Quoted Kroop, Dino had no idea what the film was about. He didn't understand what dudes were until someone said to him that dudes meant guys who had big dicks. Then he said, "Oh, great, now I get it. Dudes with big dicks, eh?" I don't know if that's what he was talking about, but maybe. Dude, sweet! During the scene where Bill and Ted are leaving Napoleon in Ted's younger brother's Deacon's care, you could see an electric football game in the background. Boy, I remember those. I had one. My brother and I had one. Played the hell out of it. Assuming Ted grew up playing the game, it helps explain why Bill and Ted are good at it and can best the Reaper when they play in the sequel. The rescue scene of Bill and Ted, their comrades pretending to be executioners and escaping on a horse-drawn carriage, is the same way that D'Artagnan is rescued in The Three Musketeers, which was also directed by Stephen Herrick. Look at that. There's a young George Carlin. That's like 1964 right there. Isn't that incredible? George Carlin. The late, great George Carlin. Legend all the way. Hot babe. George Carlin. Badass. When Bill reads the assignment to Ted, he says, escape to the class, or express to the class how an important historical figure from each of your time periods would view the world of San Dimas, 1988. His lips are actually saying San Dimas, 1987. and in 1988 was dubbed later because of a delay in the movie's release. Now you understand why I was saying. So it was supposed to be 1988, and it was released in February 1989. Most interesting. Sadly, I don't think that was excellent, that it took so long. But hey, don't forget to be excellent to each other, okay? It's a good point. The Ziggy Pig dish in the ice cream restaurant is a reference to a comic book character put out by Timely Comics, later Marvel, during World War II. Excellent. By the time this movie was made, it and its image were public domain. The award itself is based on the ribbon that could be won at Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor restaurants upon completion of their pig trough, a double-sized banana split. Farrell's was a large restaurant chain in the 1970s, but few remained by 1988. I don't even know if they're around anymore. Probably not, unfortunately. Now, principal photography was completed in 1987, but the release was delayed because the film's original financiers, the De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, went bankrupt. Not excellent, dude. The film was in danger of being dumped onto cable television until Nelson Entertainment bought the rights to the movie in 1988, and it was released in 1989. And that is excellent. Wild Stallions. In the original outline for the movie, Rufus was a 28-year-old high school sophomore. Wow. Who befriended Bill and Ted. There is also a character named John the Surf, whom Bill and Ted picked up in medieval England. And then, of course, you got Ludwig von Beethoven, you got Sigmund Freud, you got Genghis Khan. How about that? Just a cast of history right there. Can't forget Socrates. Gotta love him. A lot of cool people. Abraham Lincoln in the movie. Joan Van Ark. And just a whole cast. Weren't the 80s great? They were most excellent indeed, dude. This is one of the 4 productions in which Genghis Khan and Abraham Lincoln appear together as characters, in spite of the fact that Lincoln was born 582 years after the Khan's death. The others are, here's the Big McLarge Huge reference, Star Trek: The Savage Curtain from 1969, and Clone High in 2002, and Night at the Museum 2, and Battle for the Smithsonian. Wow. Thank you, Gidget, my lady admin, by the way, for putting together all the pictures for you, as well as all these facts that I'm reading off. She was a huge help to this show. Kelly, you truly rock, and a most excellent indeed. Alright, Napoleon pigs out on Neapolitan Sunday at Ziggy Piggy's that he refers to as La Glace, even though there are similarities between the ice cream and his name. The dessert originated from Naples, Italy. Historically, Napoleon Bonaparte did in fact have a fondness for it when he arrived in that country. Well, there you go. That's kind of cool. How about the last song for the show? Not So Far Away, Glenn Burtnick. Some songs I didn't get to play because of 2 reasons. Number 1, copyright infringement issues. Enough said. Number 2, even if I could have played them, time constraints. We want to keep the show excellent and not too long, otherwise it would just flat out suck. Now, the band Extreme's song Play With Me is featured in the film. Appropriately, not long after the film, Alex Winter directed the video for Extreme's follow-up hit, Decadence Dance. That's cool. That's really cool. We love More Than Words by Extreme, too. At least I do. Medieval babes? Yeah, baby. Stevie Salas provides the fingering for Rufus during the jam session at the end of the movie. Stevie Salas did all the guitar work on the movie, by the way. Diane Franklin, where have you been all my life, sweetheart? Keanu Reeves' character in the script addresses himself as Theodore Logan III, meaning his father's full name was Captain Ted Logan. Interesting. Abraham Lincoln's speech at the end is a paraphrase of his own Gettysburg Address. Naturally. There's your crew. Living history right there. Way cool. The original ending had Bill and Ted delivering their history report in class with all the historical figures displaying their views via blackboard. Well, I think they did it right, folks. I do. The skateboard. Very popular in the late 80s, man. The punk band, the Ataris, wrote a song based on Ox's report. The song is called San Dimas High School Football Rules, but has nothing to do with the film. San Dimas, California, outside of Los Angeles. That's where the film supposedly took place. And I think that's funny because they filmed so many movies in Los Angeles and around California and stuff like that. And yet, this movie, which is supposed to be set in California, is filmed in Phoenix, Arizona, and Tempe, Arizona. What gives, man? I don't get that one. Originally, Alex Winter auditioned for the role of Ted, and Keanu Reeves auditioned for the role of Bill. Ain't that something? George Carlin, we miss you. The picture on Ted's t-shirt is the cover photo for Van Halen's Why Can't This Be Love single for sale during the Van Halen 5150 tour, and very commonly seen on Van Halen bands in the late 80s. This was Sammy Hagar's first tour with Van Halen after replacing David Lee Roth. Those itches. The number that Rufus dials to take Bill and Ted to Austria is in 1805 is 1-323-459-4303. Why? Got me. Now you know. So everybody's going to try to call that number right now. 1-323-459-4303. Go ahead and call it. I challenge you to do that. Hell, I might do that. Because see, back in those days, all area codes were only between like 01 and 19. So it was like 701 or 619, 319. But you never had like a 320 or 520 or 323 or 325 or anything like that. Now you do. I guarantee somebody's got that phone number. You ought to try to call it. 1-323-459-4303. Remember that phone number. Because in 1988, San Dimas, that controlled the time machine to take Bill and Ted to Austria. Pretty cool. That's wild. That's Wild Stallions. The scene when Napoleon slides down the water slides at Waterloo was filmed at Golfland Sunsplash Water Park in Mesa, Arizona. Arizona is just Eastern California anyway. I mean, it's pretty close. The exterior shots of Bill and Ted's high school are of Coronado High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. The striking mosaic is featured on the school's auditorium facade and was designed by art teacher Mr. Gaddy and the students in the early 1960s. George Carlin was so cool. Oh, what the hell? He should be a hunk of the day on this. I'll talk to my admins on that. Um, at the time, some of the German dubbed catchphrases like Volkan and Hoshi became so popular that they were adapted by many people and used as common language, as opposed to euphemistic language. Listen to George Carlin talk about euphemisms sometime, and you'll be blown away and you'll totally understand. The Circle K is in San Dimas, at the corner of Walnut and Bonita Ave. The scenes at the convenience store were at least partially filmed at the Circle K at the northwest corner of Southern and Hardy in Tempe, Arizona. Jeez. Crazy. Cool. Very cool. Dude. Bill and Ted's presentation was filmed in the auditorium at East High School in Phoenix, Arizona. It was located on 45th Street and just south of where the 101 freeway currently stands. It has since been demolished. Very sad. Hey, didn't I talk about Pauly Shore? Well, check this out. He's 46 today. And there's Ludwig van Beethoven. Pauly Shore and Josh Richmond, or Richmond rather, auditioned for the role of Ted. And there he is, the late great George Carlin. Boy, rest in peace, brother. We definitely miss you, man. You were truly excellent. I always had people thinking. Yeah, man. Didn't know he was British, did you? Yeah, Alex Winter. He's a Brit. He's English. He's English, mate. Cheers and beers. Damn right. I need to go watch this movie right now. I haven't seen it in forever. That's it, folks. That's the list. Keanu Reeves. Unbelievable. You know something? This beer got better as it got warmer. It's weird. But it did. Maybe I started off too cold. I will raise that rating to a C. Average beer. Average. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. It's time for Wild Stallions to head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't take a drive, must drink it, spill your drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yanks fan, and what's dumber than that is root for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm scared of Tom Brady. My brother's gonna beat you in the Super Bowl tomorrow. Yeah, but Tom Brady's not in the Super Bowl, idiot. Manning, or men slapping women, or animal abuse, or racism, or people that watch on bets, or fake friends, or anybody that supports, defends, or is a member of the Westboro Baptist Church. Things like that are just plain stupid and definitely deserve a big fat JFY. And I just realized, dude, sweet, that was Sean William Scott that said, sweet. And I don't remember the movie. I am that tired. I'm out of here, folks. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl. Yeah. Wild Stallions.